Yeah, there we go. What? Okay, so sorry about that. That was a little mishap. Okay. So what happened was basically you just see Kara like poke odd, and you just see Rena kind of like shake odd out of like basically trying to hop him with the screaming part, and Thrash basically grabbing the bodies, the bandit bodies, and putting them in the pile somewhere in the corner. So what you be doing?
Uh, well, that seems to be taken care of. Uh,
Hmm?
are you done yelling yet?
Is that a trick question?
Turrican has his earmuffs already. Like sometimes it happens. Rena
Take
just
control. I'm sorry.
Rena basically like takes Kara's hand, be like, all right, no, all right, child, let's go right here, right here. Basically, goes over to Turna. I am so sorry about this. And Turna's like, nah, it's fine. I mean, it happens at times. But this is like our first bandit robbing, kinda bandit robbing.
It was sad, is what it was. One guy died by being touched.
Basically, yeah. Um, Turna's kind of like a little bit. She's a little bit phased a bit, and she's like, hmm, we gotta clean up this mess now. Um,
Yes, I will. I will clean up this mess. Where's the mop?
Mops of we're in the back with Ignacio.
Nacio?
Yes.
Don't mind me. I'm speaking in a very loud and not intimidating voice.
You sound like
Where's the mop?
a cartoon character. He just gives you an onion. Oh wait, hold on, that's the wrong item. Oh yeah, here, hold on. And he just goes and like grabs the cleaning supplies and just hands it to Odd. Do you need help, buddy?
Uh, Probably. There's a lot of bodies out there. We almost got robbed.
Oh, sorry, I was taking a nap and then I heard commotion outside. I was too scared to go out there. Hmm?
I mean, the one guy tried to chop my head off, but that didn't work.
No, you can
Oh.
still hear him from out here.
you just hear you just hear Odd like like yelling from inside, and Thresh kind of like basically like
All I did was
killing.
slap this person.
What?
Just pat shake.
And he just kind of like Ignacy kind of like grabs Odd and just shakes him.
You're the second person that tried to get the house.
he stops shaking. He's like, oh, I thought that would work. So anyways,
Any of you know dispel magic, perchance? I really, if that, like, honestly, the shaking hasn't worked. This might just be a curse. Remove curse, dispel magic, any of you guys.
um, as soon as you like walk, as soon as you say that, um, you just see what's it called? Two women walk in front of the through the door. Um, is a redheaded with like a redheaded tall woman, a little bit muscular, um, yellowish eyes, and the other one is a blonde-haired woman, long hair, kind of like the sun, like a dress, and kind of like these blue eyes, and they look around. They're like, one of them like takes off their goggles. They're like, oh, what the hell happened here? Oh right, the reports.
Yeah, an attempted mugging gone terribly wrong for the Brandons. You say tall? How tall are they?
The redheaded one is about 6'6". The blonde woman is about uh like 5'11" or so.
Damn, we got a
Ogre
noise
still
in here. All
remains
right.
tall at 6'8".
He's the tallest. Um, and the redhead is like takes off their, I guess, equivalent to like sunglasses. Be like, hey, look, we were called up to the scene by civilian. Hi, we're guards, woman. Like, you know,
I burst
Yeah,
through the
they're
door.
there.
hmm?
Ogre points at the piles Thrash has made.
They're just like, all right, you're under arrest. But she's like, I didn't do it. Sure thing.
I
Hands up.
point at the piles Thrash made, not actually Thrash.
Oh, in that case, who's the culprit? Do you see any witnesses here?
All of us are witnesses, and also a good number of us knocked out the people right there. Uh,
Then
I mean, there's that lady right there. She just was in the room at the moment. I point at her.
I'm the bartender. I saw most of the things, and they look over. The blonde woman kind of like looks over at Eterna, and looks over at Eterna. She's like, so, mind if we ask you some questions? Eterna's like, sure. And then Rena kind of like walks over, basically puts Carl on the counter. Like, I can vouch as well, if need be. And
I'd eventually comes out of the kitchen.
the blonde woman, actually the redheaded, she's like, God damn it, right? And then the blonde woman's like, hold on, goes and waves her hand in front of Odd. Basically she casts a spell magic on Odd.
Oh my god, my voice is fixed.
I didn't think it could handle that much more.
The
Yeah.
So the blonde woman's like,
Yes.
yeah, I could tell that you had some sort of like strange magic around you. So I just did dispel magic, and you just see the redhead kind of like glare at like the blonde woman, like you should. What did mother tell you about using your magic like that, Lynn? Little blonde.
I mean,
so when is she supposed to use her magic?
on emergencies. I don't know. Maybe. Hmm. One's like, apologies for my younger sibling.
Well, she didn't do anything wrong. If anything, she actually helped me out. I was in trouble ruining my vocal cords.
And he was also more trouble of me ending his life if it would have shut him up.
Dark.
I'd say that was a pretty good emergency.
And the redhead is like, but my manners, right? Name's um Kaiser McBrady, but you know Kaiser. And this here, my sibling. And then the blonde woman kind of steps, but she's like, Arlen, right?
My name's Ograss. I don't have the last name.
I'm Odella Messenger. I'm pretty much the owner of this here establishment. Is there anything I can help you with?
Well, we just basically I guess you could call us cops.
Oh, you're the. Oh wait, you're the guards that Miss Reno was talking about, right?
Right. Yeah. Well, Rena looks at Rena. Oh yeah. Were you the one that sent the civilian to us? Rena's like, yep, that's me. Kind of like has like now like a cup of like water. Right. So
But
yeah.
yeah. So sorry about the mess of the establishment. As you can kind of tell, we had some rather rowdy customers that tried to rob the place.
Yes. Robberies. Um. Right. So who's the head honcho that did the operation? Kind of like goes and just starts to scribble down like detectives.
I think it's that person over there with all the big lumps.
Yeah. Even as to myself.
Huh. Um. And Kaiser goes over to the bodies. Bumps into Thresh. Thresh kind of like is a little bit of intimidating glare, but like Kaiser kind of basically like glares back a little bit with intensity. And he just kind of like backs off a little bit. Sure. And
Ooh, can I get into this staring contest? Can Agrest also get appeared and just make a intimidating face as well?
yeah. So how intimidating is Ogras to Kaiza?
I have
Hmm?
I have the feat being I'm a half orc, I have the feat menacing, so I have proficiency in intimidation.
Alright. Cool.
But modifier is only a +4 because I don't have the greatest charisma.
Alright.
So do you want me to roll an intimidation check?
Yeah, give me an intimidation check.
Alright. A 9.
She just you stare at her with that intent, and then Kaiser's like basically unfazed by this, but at the same time she's kind of like glaring at you, but like basically she has this and her eyes are very intense that you kind of like back off as well.
Ah, that's a good scowl. I could take a few pointers for that.
Think you're a tough guy, don't you? Just like her eyes kind of like lightly glimmer and then fade a bit. then
Mm.
pulls up her sunglasses a bit and just basically like starts to rummage through the bodies. And you just see Arlen kind of like, excuse my sister. Um she's the youngest out of the both of us. Um yeah. So she's
So what I guess in terms of cop drama stuff, you're like the cool head and she's the loose cannon, or is it the vice versa?
well she's more the temperamental out of the two of us. Um
So
I'm
good cop, bad cop.
You could say that. I mean, I wouldn't want to like in terms. I guess you could say that. She says. So yes.
Okay. Well, can I get you guys anything? Perhaps a nice beverage, something like that. You did travel quite a bit, only to see a bunch of dead bodies trapped up in the corner, and a guy that got knocked out.
Um. Well, do you have any pineapple juice?
Sure we do. We got pineapple juice, right?
And her was like, yeah, we do have some. Ignacio, get the pineapple juice. Ignacio was like, alright, sure. And her was like, well, does she want any alcohol with that?
I think they're on duty, so no. You
Alright.
don't want alcohol in that, right?
No, I'm good. I just want the pineapple juice. And
They're on duty, so no alcohol.
Kara just like basically like walks across the table. She's like, apple juice, juice. And her was like, pineapple juice. Where? She jumped off. Hey, what are you doing? And she's basically, you know, very excitable, like Kara, like all over the place, and then her trying to like, you know, like no, don't grab those bottles. So yeah, so kind of like, well, Arlen basically just sits down and she's like, let me just, oop, there you go. She sits there. She sits there, and she's like looking around, and she looks over at Rena. Mind if I interview you real quick? It's for investigation purposes. Rena's like, sure. So they sit down, they talk.
All right. And while the pineapple juice is being made, they're just going to Well, I guess you can't clean at least near the bodies because investigations being made. They don't really want crime scene stuff being cleaned up. So he'll just clean up the.
Never with
I'll clean up the. Oh no, I would never do that. So he's just gonna clean around the establishment.
Yes. So yeah, you clean around. Generally give me a sleight of hand of how clean you you clean around the establishment.
All right, this is a restaurant. I swear to God, you better make sure this place is clean as fuck. There we go, natural 20.
Yeah, all right. So, it cleans the whole the establishment with precision and ease. It's spotless. Even like you just like kind of like you just basically wipe wipe Kara's hair a little bit. It's actually shiny. Cause like it was like oh yeah damn.
Yeah, you know did that.
Mm-hmm. You just like see like basically like cartoon going from to and fro cleaning like basically that montage of montage cleaning montage.
Mm-hmm.
got got the mask on, got the hat pulled up into like a little scarf net type thing, even though it's just the same thing as his normal actually hat.
Alright.
Just cleaning up. He got the nice pink rubber gloves on, just like going in,
Alright. As you
taking care of taking care of the chandeliers, everything, no dust.
no dust.
None.
As you guys look around, you cleaning everything. You look over while there's an investigation going on, and then one bites the dust. Yes. You see a silver feathered Aarakocra walk in with like basically looking around, and then does the laughter. And then just walk out. Lost. Well, who was that? No clue.
Why do people just come into people's establishment and just not do anything? They didn't even bother to ask for food.
Yeah, that's weird. But to be fair, there are also they could have probably asked about that before leaving. Seems like an important question.
True. They could have also done that.
Yeah.
So yeah, like
Speaking of food.
he just he just walked in. He's like randomly just like does the whole laugh and then just silence and be like slowly walk out the door.
Just like, nope, I'm not doing this today.
Nope.
This place seems legit. I can't wait to go ahead and try one of the jam. I'm gonna leave now because this seems kind of sus.
Basically. Basically, yeah. They like walk in. They see the crimes and they're like, oh. Yeah. Alright, so.
Well, the cleaner's all done and over. How's that pineapple juice coming?
Yep. And then basically, like, Ignacy kind of like comes out with like the apple juice with some crackers. Here you go. Goes over, serves it to Arlen. There you go. And then Arlen like looks down at the grung frog guy with the top hat. He's like, thanks. like doesn't know what to say about this. You're new. What are you? I am a grung, ma'am. That is rude. Goes and hops away. Oh
no.
He pops up in frustration.
Yes. How dare you? Alright. Eventually, Thrash just starts to basically like punch the wall. This dude's bored. Eventually,
I just pulled that wall.
I'll pick it up. Mina's like, I'm sorry, I'll pay for the damages, okay?
Thank you.
Kara just pipes up, take that outside! Tarji's like, no. Kara's like, yes! Okay, fine.
Please don't break my establishment any further. I already have to replace the chairs.
The power of Kara compels you.
Tarji just goes outside and she just starts to like punch things outside. You just hear him say, "Ah!" Have you seen it? Disenchantment, you know, like Una when she walks around the fountain. Yeah, she's doing that while with punching. Alright, so.
Okay. 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 Well, hopefully he doesn't. Is Traska he or she? I forget.
Who?
The person that just left.
Um, Thresh?
Yes.
Is a guy.
All right. All right. So let me try this. Well, hopefully he doesn't go around and not knock down more of the stuff. The other ones I don't really care much about. Oh, wait, I just realized who I said it in front of.
Uh, who?
I mean, I have mutual respect for all standing businesses here in this quadrant. They are out here to make money and provide all sorts of valuable entertainment.
I twitch.
I do not wish I do not wish any shape of harm or destruction on anyone's property. It is quite bad.
That sounds government issued.
Government
Further
issues.
hand into it.
First we have mommy issues, then we want to have daddy issues, and then now we have government issues. What is going on? All the issues today. So yeah. So after a bit, Kaisa finishes up her analyzing. Alright, cool. I got the information I needed. Walks over. So it looks like takes out a scroll. It's basically beat up scroll. This found out what affiliation they will be from. They are from looks at the paper. An offshoot faction of the Bloodhawks. Petty thievery and whatnot.
That group sounds kind of edgy.
Edgy, yes, I agree with you. And Arlen kind of gets up from interviewing Rena. Yeah, what Eyewitness said that I just came in and basically said wanted to rob this place. Luckily, her and her little group were here to prevent that. Which I congratulate you guys. Thank you for putting them up front here.
Yeah, it was nothing. It was just a little bit of practice for me. I will eventually hone my skills and do greater things.
And
what are you guys up to?
Arlen nods politely. She's like, well, we're gonna go ahead and put those bodies, probably bury them somewhere. See to have it to see.
What up?
What's up?
What about the guy that's got knocked out? He's not dead.
Oh, him. Yeah, he's gonna. We're gonna take him. We're gonna take him into custody. And do more interrogation about these.
Yeah. Let me just try something out. I go over to him. Is he back to 1 HP now?
Yeah, he's back to 1 HP. He's like, what the heck happened?
Alright, I'm gonna punch him one more time to knock him out.
Okay.
And since I knocked him back down, let's see.
Do you knock him out? Yep, you knock him out.
Alright. Since I'm back down to 1 HP, I get 10 temporary XP. Yeah, HP.
God dang it. he's like, oh yeah, and then, boof, poof. Kaiser's like, hey, careful with the prisoner. I mean criminal.
Yeah, yeah, don't worry. I was just making sure it'd be easier to take him in.
Hmm. Hmm.
I mean, don't they have? He didn't really need to just knock him out like that, right? All they would have to do is just cover up his mouth and just cuff him.
Well, takes out the handcuffs. I mean, it could have been better if he was like knocked out. Yeah, well, he did the trick with for us. Grabs and puts
Whoa.
manacles on him. Goes and puts like
That's supposed to help.
um, and Kyla basically like grabs him, carries him like a sack of potatoes. Ugh, okay. Um, looks over at Arlen and everybody else. Anybody want to help us around with this? I only have 2 hands. And
Uh,
Thresh pops in.
Hey, no problem.
So she's like, "Can I help carry body?" Well, how would you get? I'm just carries body. Yes, I help. It basically like goes and helps. Kai's like kind of like with put him outside. Kai's takes. Actually, yeah, there we go. So she takes him outside and like in the cart or something like that.
mm-hmm.
She comes back inside and Arlen kind of like is basically just watching Car like, huh. Car's like, hi. Alright, kiddo, just don't do anything illegal, okay?
Uh, sure. We try not to do something like that. We do run an establishment here, and these guys do run a guild, so try to make sure to avoid all sorts of like bad problems. Speaking of which, I need to clean up that spot over there. 1 second. Starts cleaning up spots.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah, give me a slide of hand while you're doing that. And Arlen kind of like nods and then looks at Car like, okay, stay in school. Okay, bye. And guys is like, well, thanks for the information and whatnot. Are you gonna head back to our other duties?
Hey, thank you for coming and helping us with the damage control and everything. I hope you enjoyed the pineapple juice.
Arlen's like, yes, I enjoyed it, thank you, and nods, and Kaiser's like, it's great, and basically saunters out of the the uh the tavern, all cool like. See you on the flip side. Hopefully, and they slowly leave, and Car say, bye, nice ladies, and they slowly leave.
That was an ordeal. I didn't think that a robbery would just occur this evening.
And Reno's like, yeah, that's a special task force. Um, what I've like learned from Arlen here. But yeah, so looks around and everybody. That was a thing. Car just like basically joins them.
Well, I would assume that you managed to finish your meal before this whole thing happened, right?
Yes. Luckily, yeah. And
Right. Well, I guess so we can go ahead and get squared away and whatnot. I guess the matter is only just of the bill.
yeah, of course, of course. Rena's like, Thresh, the gold pouch. Thresh kind of like takes out the gold pouch, gives it to Rena. Rena kind of like goes over to the goes over and she's like, so where do I pay?
Oh, you can pay right here.
Okay, cool. And then Gar just goes over and says, I had dessert, yay! Just yes, Gar, you had dessert. And basically pays odd about 20 gold pieces.
All right. Thank you very much for your patronage. We greatly appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Uh,
Hmm?
here, you can go ahead and put this in the vault now.
And Car, I mean, Eterna kind of like basically like grabs it from on, and I'd be like, all right, cool. Goes over to the stash, puts it in there, and basically goes grabs something from the bottom of the counter. Um, gives Rena like a bottle of like wine and just gives it to her and be like, this is for the inconvenience earlier.
Yeah, it's on the house.
Rena kind of like looks at the bottle, looks at the two of you guys, blinks and takes it. She's like, um, all right, it's probably it's nothing. We just we encounter a lot of bandits most of the times. But thank you for this gift.
Thank you for helping us out. It's the least that we can do. Oh, and was that thing that we were talking about before still an option?
Joining the Emerald Lines.
Uh, yeah, just for a bit. I kind of want to see what it's like, and amongst other things.
Hmm. Oh, I mean, we'll be glad to have you guys join. I don't mind. I
Do
mean,
you have a magic course?
we do have a magic course.
Great. If there's a way I can somehow kind of like fix the little issue that happened earlier, that'd be great.
You mean the
You mean
wild
the
man?
yellow?
Hmm?
Can you repeat? Could you repeat it, Ogress?
I said, you mean the yellow? Yeah, I need to get fixed.
Well, see, the thing is, I can't exactly control what happens in that regard.
Ah,
Some days it's yells, some days some weird dimensional creature hops up out of existence out of nowhere. Some days
I'm
something
sorry,
just
what?
on fire. Well, yeah. There was this one time that I was trying to grow up the plants, so I used a spell to help me grow plants, which was earth, and the earth turned into a portal, and then a defugler came out.
Hmm.
There's just a bewildered look on Gogreth's face as you say this. He only knows bonk and punch, man.
Oh yeah, if you're trying to figure out what in the world that the fuglet is, don't worry, no one knows what the fuglet is. It just looks weird, which is why we named it the fuglet.
And Guard's like, Fuglet! Thresh is like, oh. Oh. Rena's like, what is it? What is it? She's just like zoned out for a little bit. What?
Oh, it's this weird dimensional creature we found in the yard the other day when I did Moldorf called the fugla.
Raises his eyebrow. Do you have a descript? Do you know how they look like? I'm intrigued.
Um, it looks like a brown creature that's about, I want to say, 4'7". Has like a weird aardvark trunk and black the eyes. And it could speak.
Oh.
And for some reason, it was screaming out, "Call the police!"
Thresh starts like
Well, did you call the police?
Thresh just starts to
Uh,
like laugh out loud because of this. Like, what?
yeah, it was weird. He just started coming out of a dimensional hole, just screaming out, "Call the police!" Which is, well, weird because this feels, yeah, it was weird. And he just drove around in a chair. He was running around in a chair like it was some sort of a wagon, just screaming out, "Call the police!"
Like, Rena
And,
kind of like has her
and
like
then,
jaw like open a bit. What? Like, oh, okay. I'm. You see, I don't. Magical being. Interesting. Interesting.
yep, he he went off to like another corner, and then some magical nonsense happened. And all I saw when I turned the corner was another portal, and just him going into the void, screaming, "Call the police!" So eventually, someone just named it the Fugla.
Fuck love. Uh, well, that is odd. No pun intended.
Oh no, don't worry, I get that a lot. That's kind of the namesake. I wish it was a bit different, but hey, you, you know, you get what you get, and I've learned to kind of just embrace that over the years. Sure, it may have caused some chaos every now and then, but hey, as always has a little spice every now and then in your daily routines.
She nods at that. A little bit reserved and um, with Ogras. Ogras is sitting down with Thresh and Kara. Kara's being impatient, right? The usual hyper goblin energy. Thresh is
Mm-hmm.
like basically like whenever she goes and like zooms away, he just reaches out, grabs her, put it on the table, and then she goes again. Wee. That's just like it. We leaving soon. It looks like. Looks at Ogras.
Ah,
Nods and
yeah, I can totally go with you if you guys need.
Thresh is like, of course, I like you. You great with arm wrestling and beating people down. He says.
You're pretty solid with that giant plate over there. Not to mention your whole party seems like a fun group.
Takes out his Buster Sword on the table. Yeah, she is a beauty.
Yeah. Granted, this stick has never let me down. So I guess we all have our own respective weapons. I twirl the stick.
And Thrash basically also twirls spins the the Buster Sword. Most of you guys showing off your beauties, and then here's Kara basically like knife. He conjures ice knife.
Oh no. uh,
Thrash is like, no, no, Kara, don't use the magic now. Kara's like, oh, I like ice knife. Knife.
Well, well, that is certainly a rather impressionable character. So, what time is the meetup tomorrow?
It's tomorrow. In the late afternoon.
Good afternoon. Okay. And where's this place located again?
It's located, yeah, a little bit north from here. Let's say like 5 to 10 minutes from here. It's so we are in Lower Lenyes, so about a little bit north from Lower Len, the docks.
Okay, north of Marlin, near the docks. Okay. All right, I think I can remember that. Well, if there's nothing else that needs to really be discussed here, I guess it's kind of late, so I guess we'll just start turning in for the night. And, I will see you people in the morning. Uh, be safe in your travels and whatnot. And thank you for coming to the Messenger. I hope your stay and your experience was very plentiful. Please make sure to take a complimentary mint.
It's like just hospitality here. Thank you. And basically like shakes Odd's hand, or at least reaches out for a handshake.
Odd shakes it.
The hefty dwarven handshake. And
Whoa! Quit the grip!
yes, it's how my people greet. You know.
I wholeheartedly understand and respect it.
She nods. She's like, all right, have a good night, this. And
Very
slowly-
well. Have a good night, everyone. You too, Ogress. Have a good night. Thank you for your patronage. Please make sure to take a mint.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
takes the
these
mint.
bits right here.
She goes over here, walks away a little bit, and then looks over at Thrash and Kara. All right, time to go. At least spend the night in the inn nearby. Thrash is like, can we stay here? Rita's like, no, that's why there's an inn there. Kara's like, do I get to jump on a bed? Rita's like, yes, you can jump on a bed as long as you're not too loud, okay? Okay, yay! Basically climbs on top of Thrash's head. And then has her arms like an aeroplane. Let's go! And Rena waves at you guys. They get the complimentary, they get the mints and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they slowly walk out.
Oh man, that was a lot.
That's a whole lot, yeah. And basically cleaning up the bar and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And you see outside the window, it's slowly starting to get dark and stuff. And Turner looks at Ogress. So, are you staying anywhere tonight?
Probably a shady alleyway, and I'll beat down any rogues that try to steal from me. And
It's,
grab a mint. Is it wrapped, by the way?
Love it?
Are the mints wrapped, by the way?
yes, they're wrapped.
And the wrapper.
Okay.
You're supposed to take the mint out of the wrapper.
Do what?
You take the mint out the wrapper.
Is that how orcs do it? Is that how orcs eat their chocolate mints mostly?
You see, I've never had one of these, so I don't fully know what you're supposed to do. I just ate it. I'm used to just eating meat and bread.
Wow, you need to expand your meal repertoire. It's suitable, but it's not all that great. That's like succumbing to just eating wet paper towel every day. Not that I would know what that's like.
I wasn't fond of saying at all. I fill my days with protein and carbs in order to build my body to the perfect height. Paper towels have no vitamins or nutrients.
I mean, I wouldn't know that. I never did that. But you do make a very interesting point. You do have a rather imposing physique.
He flexes, and I'm only 15. My body will grow stronger as I keep on switching poses.
Okay. Out of curiosity, what's your exercise regimen?
Yes, it consists of 30 push-ups in the morning, a 10-kilometer jog, and beating up anyone who wants to go against me throughout the rest of the day.
Okay, so what if we decide not to add that last part? Is there a substitute for that?
Yeah, I assume you could do squats, running up a few staircases, and of course pull-ups.
Okay. I can do most of those things, I think.
I mean, we've got a good set of staircases here. It would just require more steps, given how it's not retiring week.
Whoops.
Right. Okay, that is one thing to consider. And as far as the sandwiches, the squatches, yeah, that and all that jazz. I can do all those things. I think just not randomly beat somebody out in the middle of the street.
As
Yeah.
Eternos just starts to like clean up for the night, and Ignacio, you can hear Ignacio kind of like also cleaning up the kitchen and everything. You guys are talking,
Mm-hmm.
and eventually they finish up with their own cleaning, and they're all like right here. And he's like, "All right, going first, out first. See you guys in the morning."
All
And
right, I'll see you in the morning, and we'll discuss more about the summit tomorrow.
all right,
Tip his top hat off to us.
what happened?
Does he tip his top hat off to us?
Yes, he's like, good day. He just like taps his hat a little bit and like, good night. And goes and
All right, night, Ignacio.
alright, bye. And hop, hop, hop.
He is such a good worker.
Turns like, well, he worker goals, goals, man, goals in life.
Indeed, work goals in life. Indeed, you're a great worker too. I'm glad that you helped us out. Which is why I've actually, well, considering the fact that I'm going to be working with the Emerald Lions a little bit more often, I was hoping that you'll be able to run the spot while I'm out for who knows how long.
Me, worthy? She says, me worthy?
Well, I mean, yeah, you're usually the one that's have behind the counter. You know how to handle the business in terms of money is. You know almost every single drink menu that's on call and everything, and you're pretty good with a knife when it comes to cooking things. And you also don't suffer the same consequence of me using spells and random things happening. So I think you're able to handle it. It's not like I'm going to be gone for like a long time or anything. I'll pop up every now and then to make sure everything's all good and provide help where I can, but I think you and Ignacio can handle this place just fine.
Um, as she's looking at you, give me an insight to see if you could read her emotions.
Can Ogras do the same?
Yes.
That's a 10.
10. Okay.
Alright. Insight.
Mhm. Alright.
22.
So, on just like looking at Eterna, you can't tell what her expressions are at the moment, but Ogras underneath that like that like meh exterior, um, basically you can tell that she's crying inside because she's like happy.
Mm.
And as Eternal says, I yeah, I mean I could run this establishment for you at the moment. Yeah.
Are you sure? Because there is gonna be a slight chance that it's gonna be for quite a while. Just putting that out there. I get the feeling that working with these Emerald Lions people is gonna change a lot of things about me.
Hmm. I mean, you don't. I mean, I can handle it. She nods. She's like, I can definitely handle it.
Thanks a lot. You're a gem. I really appreciate it.
She nods and. Well, I mean, it's what friends are for, right? Helping each other out
Right.
and doing the do.
Indubitably. Now, but now you gotta go home and get some sleep, and I also need to go home and get some sleep. And Ogras also needs to go home and get some sleep, or wherever he's staying at.
I'm gonna go into an alleyway.
You don't have a hotel or anything to just sleep at?
Hotel is for colonists. I'm here for the savage front.
You know what? Fair, understandable. That's cool. I totally get that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good luck with that. Just don't catch a cold ever, cause colds suck.
I'm pretty sure he.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Orgrize can handle himself since he knows how to fight. As I saw.
Yeah, he's quite. Oh yeah, he's quite the beast with the stick and all that. Quite
And
inspirational, actually.
you just see like Eternal's eyes kind of like shift from one way to another. As give me an insight as to see what she's thinking.
I will do it too.
Alright.
20. I did better than the original one.
And I did worse than the original. I got an 8 this time.
I got a 23.
You can't really like tell her expression, but like Orgrize could definitely tell. Oh shit! Oh shit! Like basically, he's like, "Oh no, guy with stick." Basically, a little bit afraid of Orgrize, but not to be honest.
Hmm.
Kind of
Like she understands the concept of Ogress's power.
yes. And she's like, yeah, I should probably go to sleep. And she probably better clothes right now, and does help out with the whole closing out situation. It's like, well, good night.
All right. Well, be safe in your travels.
Thank you. And
Nope.
basically, slowly like
I'll see. All
high,
right.
high
I'll see you in the morning.
Yep. And high fives Odd and just on her way out. Waves at Allground. All right, buddies. Later. And then opens the door and goes and leaves.
All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and start getting ready to hit the hay. Since I live here, I can just go ahead and do that.
All right.
I guess I'll be heading out then. Gotta go find the best alleyway to beat people up in.
Oh, good.
Well, have fun with that. Don't get caught by the cops or anything like that.
All right.
If I do, I'll call it self-defense.
Yeah. So as you walk out of grass and Odd set up for bed.
And locks the door.
Mhm. You always lock the, you always need to lock the door.
I gotta add dagger as a weapon since I caught that guy's dagger, right?
Yes.
You did.
You're yes. And
And he, after one last little quick sweep of everything, he's just gonna go up to here this thing because this was like a bad area, and he's just gonna go ahead and just go pop himself open a book and just start writing in it.
okay, cool. You start writing on the journal book. You do that, and
Yep.
and as we go and transition into Ograst. Ograst. You're walking in an alleyway. Hold on.
Mhm.
You're walking in the city. Let me just go ahead and womp womp womp. This is I'm gonna say this is an alleyway. Let me just grab the page right there. Womp. Okay. Let me switch. Okay. Okay. All right. So you're walking during the night, walking around. Uh, give me an investigation or perception check.
Alright. Investigation or perception. Let me see which one is better. Perception is alright.
Mhm.
Wow, I got one.
You don't, as you look around, you don't see anything. You're probably distracted by your new shiny dagger that you got from the guy.